Good morning. I am going to do a video review of the King Solomon Oracle cards. They're by US Game Systems Incorporated. And they are a fairly regular sized deck. So the artwork is very intriguing. They're not a tarot deck. They are an oracle deck, and an oracle deck differs from a tarot deck in that what you get are not 78 cards like the tarot deck where you've got 4 suits and 22 major arcana, but in this deck you get, I'm just babbling so I'm not going to really do this. Let's see how that works. Good morning. I'm Tarot by Arwen, or I guess I'm Arwen, of Tarot by Arwen, and I want to talk to you a little bit about a oracle deck that I got for review. It's from US Game Systems Incorporated. It's a 2011 publication, and it's called the King Solomon Oracle Cards by Itzhak Mizrahi and Orna Ben-Shoshan. Now, this is the little white book of this deck. And it's an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck. So there are only, how many cards are there? I want to say 36. There's 36 cards. And what the book says is the profound wisdom of King Solomon is legendary around the world. The magical signet ring he received from heaven inspired the seals that have become powerful symbols in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and are widely used as charms and talismans. Solomon's seals possess different energy frequencies and represent various situation and personal characteristics. So that's a little bit about what this deck is based on. It's the Solomon seals and the wisdom of King Solomon. The artwork in this deck is subdued. It's not bright like the World Spirit Tarot or anything like that. It's softer, more watercolory tarot. Excuse me, not tarot, but watercolored cards. I'm trying to get a good shot of that without that glare on it. I apologize for the shaking. But it's got the Arabic or the, I'm sorry, Hebrew. That's Hebrew, isn't it? Writing. And each card features, what I like about this deck is that it's got images. So even if you know nothing about the cards, nothing, you've lost the little white book, whatever, you still have the ability to interpret the cards based on the images. For instance, this one. This one shows a man leaping, and there's a figure in line drawing. It's not filled out, kind of embracing this man. But the man has a hat, a party hat, on his head instead of, on his face instead of on his head. And it just looks like he doesn't know where he's going, but he's got somebody guiding him. And that's the 3 card in this deck. You see that figure there? I don't know if you can, I'm going to try to get the card up a little bit closer where you can see that figure in it. And there's a Solomon seal up there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the little white book, and we're going to take a look at what the 3 card is. So what I saw was a man leaping. He didn't look like he might know where he's going. He might be making some rash decisions based on that card from what I could see with a figure holding him. Let's see how I did just from looking at it without having it. And it's called Matters of Health or Illness. It's situations. Good health, recovering from illness, improved physical energy, optimism. A healthy, vivacious person, a healer or practitioner of medicine, someone with the ability to give. And the advice of the card is take good care of your health. Don't ignore any indications of physical problem. So I pretty much missed it based on that. But then again, when I said he didn't know where he was going, he wasn't watching where he was going, you could extrapolate that that could be a health issue. If you don't watch where you're going, then maybe you're not going to see where you've been, right? So let's pull another card out and see what else we get out of these cards. Basically what I'm doing for you right now is an on-the-spot review. I've glanced at these cards, I've glanced at the book a little bit, but this is a live Arwen takes on a new deck kind of show for you. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if y'all like these or not. The next card I pulled just randomly. Wow, it's the 6 card. It shows somebody, they look like they're on a balcony. Again with the line drawings, we have a face and we have flowers that are floating down. Down in one corner we have somebody who's upside down. And if you turn the card over, it's a 9. How interesting is that? So this is what I'm seeing. Okay, that glare is just killing me. But you see down here? You see down here this person? And if you turn the card over, that person becomes the focal point and it becomes a 9 rather than a 6. How interesting is that? And then you've got the person upside down with their head kind of emptying out. So when I look at this card, what I see with the 6 up, I see somebody floating with flowers. Again, dreamy head. There doesn't seem to be a connection here for this person. The space in the head is what makes me wonder about this card. And it's called happiness. A happy life, actions or situations that please you, someone with positive energies and goals. The advice, go for it. Enjoy satisfaction and success. Stay in your familiar environment. Inverted, and that's where the 9 came up, stop everything. You could end up losing something important. Suffering and sorrow. And that does look like somebody who is suffering and sorrow, that picture. So, this way, we have happiness, going for it, and joy. Arwen's favorite thing. Seek joy, y'all. So, what I'm liking about this deck, what's intriguing me about it, is I like the little white book that it gives you little tiny things. I kind of like it more if it told me more. What are the seals that I'm seeing? What are the images in relationship to King Solomon, right? What's there? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask the deck, what do you want to teach? What is the main thing you want to teach if you're a deck in use? Okay, sound like a good question? So we're going to shuffle the cards and I'm going to cut them. And we get, well, it looks like a tailor. There's somebody with butterflies, and the butterflies actually trapped around their neck. They're holding up cloth. Maybe not a tailor. There's some bowls over here and a spoon. Maybe they're cooking. Maybe they're preparing dinner. There's a small person beside them. This is card 34. I don't know what the seal is again, but let's kind of take a look at this. Let me angle this down. Maybe I can get it out of that glare. See that small person there? Oops, there's the glare. But see the butterflies? The purple kind of looks like a butterfly or something that's been cut into a butterfly shape, trapped around the neck. And there's one trapped up at the door. So this looks like lofty thoughts, but it also looks like preparing for others, teaching to me. Somehow I get a teaching aspect. Am I making y'all sick with all this card motion yet? So let's look up card 34 and see what card 34 says. Comprehension, insight, enlightenment. So this is what this deck is going to teach. A light bulb moment of realization, finding solutions to problems, a deep understanding, clearing things up beyond all doubt. Person is a wise, sensitive, level-headed person with sharp intellect and rapid comprehension, a good advisor. Oh, this deck likes itself, doesn't it? The advice. The situation necessitates comprehension and insight. Don't act until you've seen the entire picture. Open yourself up to messages and hints from the outside. So, what I'm hearing from this deck itself is that it will be a good teacher if I study it a little bit longer. I think that all in all, this is an oracle deck that I would be very much inclined to play with a little bit more. I might use it as a clarification on readings, sometimes I'll do that. I'll do a reading, and if I need to have just a little more insight, a little more clarification, I'll pick up an oracle deck and just randomly shuffle and pull a card from that deck. So I want to see what the last card is for this first video interview, right? Arwen, that's me talking about myself in third person. So let's see what it says. Final advice. This is just a final advice card on just final advice. We won't put any more than that on it. And we get. Oh, I didn't take out the. Well, I don't know what we got. I got card 11, and it's all in runes of some type. Or card 2. This is what this is. I may not have taken out the internal cards. You know, the title cards in that. But let's take a look and let's see what's going on. Okay, find my little book and go to the card 1, card 2. I don't know what that card is. Oh, amulet card. It's an amulet card. Relationships. The bearer of this amulet will find a romantic relationship that is most fitting to them or improve upon their existing relationship. Okay, that's not bad. I have an existing relationship, so woohoo! So that's kind of interesting, the little amulet cards. Those are a different thing. Now, again, this card is available from US Game Systems. Let's see, US Games. I don't know what their URL is offhand, but it's US Game Systems Incorporated. It's Stuart Kaplan's the CEO, and they produce the Rider-Waite deck and a whole slew of other fabulous tarot decks and oracle decks. So here's the back. So I know a lot of people are all about the backs. I am. Go away, little reflective thing. So, again, I'm Arwen Nightstar, or Stephanie Lynch, or Stephanie Arwen Lynch. You'd think I'd know my own name. I am the owner-operator of tarotbyarwen.com. I'm also the president currently of the American Tarot Association. I invite you to check me out and also check out the American Tarot Association, and definitely take a look at the King Solomon Oracle cards. I think there may be something there.